Hello and welcome back to the Delta analysis video. Today's Delta Medicham and Mega Delta Medicham, which are fairy and ground types, which is it's honestly one of the very best offensive typings, because ground and fairy hit basically everything at least neutral. Because what resists fairy, poison, fire, steel, all three are weak to ground. What resists ground? They don't, like grass, bug, flying technically. They don't really hit super effectively by fairy, but fairy spam is very easy because everything that's within fairy spam gets absolutely destroyed by earth power. We'll see why earth power later. I'll explain why you don't run earthquake instead of earth power, but I'll get to it. Delta Medicham, its stats are naturally not very good, but usually Medicham has pure power, which doubles his attack, so that makes it very powerful. I'll get it later, but generally speaking, its stats are not very strong. 60 attack, 60 special attack, 80 speed. It's not very fast, but it can outspeed a few things, and it's like a decent scarf tier, which you'll see it's a good scarfer in my opinion. 60 HP, 75 defenses. It's not anything special. You're not designed to take any hits. You're trying to not take any hits, basically. You're trying to just kill things before they kill you. And when it Mega evolves, it gains 40 attack. Unfortunately, basically useless. You gain 20 special attack, which is very useful. You'll see why. And you gain 10 defenses. You're still not trying to take any hits. Although Mega can take a bit. You'll see. Mega takes hits more than regular, usually, but it still doesn't really want to take hits. But it can a little bit better. 85 defense are not terrible, and 100 speed is very nice. Although it's still a bit. It's fast, but it's like mid-tier fast, if you know what I mean. It's kind of slow for the fast ones. Like a lot of things still outspeed it, and that's kind of an issue. But under webs, this thing is an absolute monster. You'll see. Especially like right now, because I'm going to the abilities, which explain why this thing is a powerhouse. Sap Sipper is good. Like it makes you basically use grass immunity. You read the grass. Defensively, you don't have that many weaknesses. You read to steel, grass, water, ice, but it takes one of them away, which is grass, which is kind of nice. Having a ground type immune to grass is very nice. Like Sea Muck, I really like Sap Sipper on Delta Muck, but on this thing, you don't really use Sap Sipper, except Mega. Mega uses Sap Sipper basically always, because you see it gains Athenian as well when Mega evolves, but regular doesn't, so it runs Athenian normally. Athenian, if you don't know what it is, it's pure power / huge power, but special. So basically, this thing's special attack. If I go back, this thing's special attack gets doubled. So for regular Delta Medicham, if you compare it to regular Medicham, its offensive capabilities are exactly equal, except that its offensive typing is significantly better. And for Mega Delta Medicham compared to Mega Medicham, you do have hit a little. Don't hit quite as hard as regular Medicham does, but you're still hitting very, very hard. Yeah, and it's a huge threat. You basically, if you're weak to it, you're dead. So yeah, that's why I said it was such a powerhouse, because it really is with Athenian. It hits so hard with Athenian, like it's actually insane. So yeah, the notable moves. Half of these are basically irrelevant from the get-go, because you don't really use them on this thing. Bulk Up, it's a cool move. Bulk Up is good. You just don't run it on this thing, because especially offensively, it's so overwhelmingly powerful compared to physically. Like you can run physical. I don't have a physical set, but you can run physical. But it's special. Like even special walls hits harder by your special moves than by your physical moves. Most of the time, like Chansey probably doesn't, but exceptions exist, obviously. Um, although this thing just got like focus blast and then that thing, okay, it probably still won't die, but it will get like 2 KO'd. Not the point. It's Coal Mine, which is very good. Boost your special attack, which is already insanely high. Slack off recovery, Stealth Rock for hazards, Heal Bell for clericking, knock off to move items. You don't really use any of these moves except for maybe Coal Mine and Slack off, because it's you know Mega Medicham. How often Mega Medicham gets recover? How often have you clicked it? Like that's my point. You don't really click passive moves with Mega Medicham. Same for this thing. You don't really click passive moves except for like I do think Coal Mine Slack off is viable, but isn't just clicking buttons and killing things more fun? In my opinion, I really like clicking buttons and killing things. So the first set is just regular Medicham, because regular Medicham is still usable, like very, very usable. A lot of megas, pre-mega, are not very usable so far. Like some were, like in the beginning, some were, but these really aren't that useful. Like until like like Mawile, Sableye weren't really good. No mega. What else was there? I don't remember. But maybe it's been a while. I don't remember. But this one is very, very good. Even not mega. Joy Scarf is basically, you're not gonna take hits. At least you're hoping not to take hits. You are of a good Scarf tier, and you can break. It's a decent breaker. Earth Power Moonblast hits basically everything super effectively. I put Psychic on there because there are like a few Pokemon, like these are still exceptions. Like what resists Earth Power Moonblast, like Bronzong, Skarmory, Celesteela, Corviknight, Talonflame, Moltres, Crobat. That's kind of it. Psychic hits some of them super effectively. I also put Aura Sphere Focus Blast. That's probably the best other move because it kind of hits things like Bronzong, things like Celesteela, Corviknight, like decently hard. You can pick between the one where you want to not miss ever or want to miss all the time. Up to you. Energy Ball, Giga Drain. It's the other coverage move it gets. What does it help with? Nothing really, because Stab is strong as hell, and it's better to lock yourself into strong as hell Stab than some coverage move that doesn't hit that many things super effectively. Especially when Grass is not a great offensive type. I do think Giga Drain is like, if you want recovery, Giga Drain can be nice recovery. If you can like you're forcing a sack, you might as well take some health. Then like I get that, but I don't really see why you're running either of them. Anyway, I think like it doesn't really make any sense. Like I put like Rocks, Knockoff, Heal Ball. If you really don't need a fourth move, then might as well pick one of those three. But is it gonna actually help you? I'm not sure. So up to you, I guess. Doesn't get trick or switcheroo, so you can't really do any of that. So yeah, you don't really get anything better than this. But you don't need anything better because Earth Power Moonblast hits 90% of the entire meta, at least neutrally. Wait, I need to know this now. Coverage calculator. I need to actually know this. I'm gonna give you the facts. Ground and Fairy. The only Pokemon that doesn't hit at all is Shedinja. Not very effective. 13 Pokemon. Normal effective 582. Super effective 438. This is insane. This is 2 moves. This is literally 2 moves. If you add Psychic, Psychic doesn't help that much. Psychic doesn't hit that much more super effectively. Fighting helps a lot though. Fighting does help a lot, and fighting and Psychic basically hits everything at least neutrally. So yeah, there's the fact. Earth Power Moonblast is insane coverage, insane stab even. So yeah, you won't be clicking much else. Basically, you're probably not gonna click much else unless you have to, which is like an exception to the rule to begin with. So yeah. The second set is the Mega set. You can run it as a standard set as well, and you can run the Path set as well. On the Mega set, you obviously wouldn't be scarfed, you just run moves, and you could afford like stealth rocks a lot easier, although you're breaking more, and why are you killing rocks instead of killing everything anyway? Um, but yeah, Calm Mind, you can click Calm Mind attack off is possible, and it's just making you break even more. Um, it helps you break down walls better. It also makes you tank hits better. It's kind of weird, but it like it's not like if you're gonna run 4 moves, might as well current Calm Mind because you don't really get anything better. But if you like, this is like in case you really only need stab, like genuinely only need stab, why not run Calm Mind Slack off? Like you've so much you have so much freedom with this thing because its stab is overwhelmingly superior to any of its coverage, and it's not even close. Like it's so weird. Like you don't run anything other than stab, basically ever. And this thing is incredible on the webs because you literally like it's the same as regular regular Mega Medicham, except that psychic types don't completely wall it, or no type completely walls it because as you saw with my calculate, like okay, the calc didn't actually include things like Bronzong, which obviously wouldn't like things like Bronzong, things like Rotom Heat. Yes, they are hit less than neutrally by both of the stabs, but it doesn't take into account levitate, um, which I can't really do anything about. But yeah, insanely good special breaker. Very scary to deal with. You can't switching into the thing realistically is not possible unless you get it right, get the prediction right. Basically, you need to outspeed this thing and take it down because otherwise this thing is gonna be a massive problem, and you're gonna struggle with this thing. Is very hard to deal with. Yeah, it's such a massive problem. At least it only has 80 special attack. If this thing has 100 special attack, everything fricked. But yeah, that's Mega Medicham. Very straightforward. Delta Magic, I see Mega Man. That's Delta Medicham. Very straightforward. It does what it does, but it's very scary at doing what it does. So yeah, I think next time, Medicham. I think next time is plus or minus. Oh no, new one. Camera. First is camera, then it's plus or minus. Plus or minus is fun. The camera is camera. I know what's happening. But yeah, see y'all then. Goodbye.